Brian here with you. We're sitting in my office, and let's have a look at this handsome 19th century 6-volume set of Longfellow's poems in period half-leather bindings, like so, with marbled paper-covered boards, raised bands with gilt rules, gilt lettering, a little bit of understated gilt decoration at the base of the spine. There is a little bit of flaking or scuffing to the joints and the spine ends. One of the volumes you'll see later on, volume 6, has a tiny little nick at the head of the spine. There are marbled end papers like so, deckled edges. The top edge is gilt. There is, yes, in fact, here is the half title. It's the Riverside edition with bibliographical and critical notes in 6 volumes. This is volume 1, engraved portrait frontis of Longfellow as a relatively young man there. We see it is 1892. Houghton, Mifflin and Company, clean, tight, and sound. At the front, first volume here on the reverse of the flyleaf, we see down at the base the stamp of the bindery, Estes and Laureate of Boston. So it's a signed binding, so to speak. Up here, an early owner, when they bought the set or owned the set, put on page 121 a hair clipping of their 17-month-old son. And what's remarkable about this set is if we turn to page 121, well, what we'll see is, in fact, indeed, that child's hair clipping right there. That's it. That's Davy's hair when he was 17 months old, his third haircut. Still in the book, I have to say. I cannot recall, maybe only one other time actually, having ever seen that. I think I may have seen that once or twice in the tens or hundreds of thousands of books that I have handled over the years. It's such a curiosity. It's really of no particular value or note other than the curiosity factor. This volume has a facsimile note from Longfellow. And the third volume here, the leather is still supple. The boards on the set are all tight, and the sets are all square. The text blocks are clean and sound. This one here has an engraved portrait of the author, Longfellow, in 1879, when he was a much older man. And here's volume 4, no frontis in volume 4 as issued. And again, a beautiful condition. And here is volume 5. You see that a lot in sets where they put the frontispieces in the first 1 or 2 or 3 volumes, and then there won't be one or there won't be any more. It's just one of those things where hard to know what the publisher was thinking. This is that small little nick here that I had mentioned to the head of the spine. And so, aside from that, is really the only flaw that I can think of to mention. And again, we have the last volume like so. Lovely set, and if it interests you, it is available now online from me, Brian DiMambro.